The ongoing geopolitical tensions between Israel and Iran have sparked a series of unprecedented military maneuvers, with the United States recently deploying one of its most advanced aircraft carriers to the Middle East. However, the real game-changer is the unveiling of a new technological marvel by the U.S. Air Force. An airborne aircraft carrier, a project that redefines traditional concepts of aerial military dominance. In this video, we delve into the history, development, and potential of this airborne innovation, as well as its future implications for global warfare. A century of aircraft carrier evolution. The concept of airborne aircraft carriers isn't entirely new. In the 1930s, the U.S. Navy experimented with the idea through the U.S. Akron and U.S. Macon, rigid airships designed to carry small aircraft like the F-9C2 Curtiss Sparrowhawk. These massive dirigibles, built in 1929, featured innovative three-keeled designs for added structural strength and housed powerful engines to reduce drag during flight, allowing them to remain airborne for extended periods. Inside these airships was a sophisticated hangar deck equipped with a trapeze system, enabling them to launch and recover planes mid-air, a feat that was both groundbreaking and incredibly risky for pilots. Despite their advanced engineering and strategic potential, the Akron and Macon were plagued by accidents, including fatal crashes that ultimately led to their decommissioning. Nevertheless, their legacy laid the foundation for modern airborne aircraft carriers, paving the way for future developments in military aviation and demonstrating the potential for airborne platforms to extend a nation's military reach far beyond its shores. The modern airborne aircraft carrier, a new vision. Fast forward to the present, and the U.S. Air Force has revived the idea of airborne aircraft carriers with a modern twist, leveraging cutting-edge technology to overcome the limitations of earlier designs. Since 2015, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency has been exploring the use of modified Lockheed C-130 Hercules cargo planes to deploy unmanned aerial vehicles as microfighters, marking a significant evolution in airborne military assets. These unmanned aerial vehicle, known as Dynetics X-61 Gremlins, can be launched from the C-130 mid-flight, perform their missions, and then be recovered using a proprietary air recovery system designed to safely retrieve drones while minimizing operational risk. The potential of this technology is immense, as it would allow the U.S. military to deploy drones from motherships stationed outside enemy air defense zones, extending the range and effectiveness of unmanned aerial vehicle in combat operations. This capability would reduce the need for human pilots in high-risk missions and provide greater operational flexibility, as these drones could engage targets or conduct reconnaissance before returning to the mothership for repairs or redeployment. Despite some setbacks in testing, such as a parachute failure that led to the loss of a drone, the program continues to show promise, with further refinements likely to address these challenges. The eventual success of this airborne carrier concept could revolutionize modern warfare, offering a highly versatile and mobile platform for deploying aerial assets in contested environments, potentially giving the U.S. military an edge in future conflicts. Historical attempts at airborne carriers. The U.S. Air Force's interest in airborne carriers is not new. In the 1970s, the military explored the idea of converting large aircraft like the Lockheed C-5 Galaxy and the Boeing 747 into flying carriers capable of deploying and recovering microfighters. These experimental designs were ambitious, aiming to turn commercial-sized aircraft into flying fortresses capable of supporting full-scale aerial operations. Boeing's proposal even included a plan to house up to 10 microfighters within the 747, making it a formidable airborne force that could carry out missions far from home bases. The 747's superior range and endurance made it an attractive option, as it could fly long distances while carrying a heavy payload, allowing it to serve as a mobile launch platform for combat missions. However, challenges related to fuel range, fighter capabilities, and cost ultimately shelved the project, as the logistics of mid-air recovery and fighter deployment proved too complex for the technology of the time. Despite these setbacks, the idea of airborne carriers continued to intrigue military planners, particularly as advancements in drone technology and automated systems began to open new possibilities for airborne platforms. Earlier in the 1950s, the Convair B-36 Peacemaker strategic bomber was also considered for conversion into a flying aircraft carrier. The B-36, with its massive size and long range, was capable of carrying up to 4 McDonnell XF-85 Goblin microfighters, small enough to fit within the bomber's internal bays. The B-36's unprecedented range allowed it to fly across continents without needing to refuel, making it an ideal candidate for long-range operations. However, the advent of mid-air refueling technology and the rapid advancement of jet-powered aircraft made the airborne carrier concept less appealing, as it became more practical to extend the range of existing aircraft rather than create entirely new airborne platforms. As a result, the project was abandoned, and the B-36 became primarily known for its role as a long-range nuclear bomber during the early Cold War era. The USS Gerald R. Ford, the pinnacle of naval aircraft carriers. While airborne aircraft carriers represent the future, the U.S. Navy has continued to invest in traditional aircraft carriers, with the USS Gerald R. Ford standing as a testament to this commitment. Launched in 2009, this next-generation carrier is the largest in the world, with a displacement of 100,000 tons, making it a floating fortress capable of projecting U.S. military power anywhere on the globe. The Gerald R. Ford is equipped with cutting-edge technologies that make it one of the most advanced ships ever built, including 2 state-of-the-art Bechtel A-1B nuclear reactors, which allow the carrier to operate for up to 25 years without refueling. This gives the carrier unmatched endurance and flexibility, enabling it to respond quickly to global crises without the logistical challenges of refueling or maintenance. The USS Gerald R. Ford is also outfitted with advanced radar and sensor systems, including the ANSP Y3 multifunction radar, which integrates both horizon and volume search capabilities into a single, highly efficient system. This radar enhances the ship's ability to detect and track multiple targets simultaneously, giving it an edge in both defensive and offensive operations. Additionally, the carrier can house up to 75 aircraft, including the F-35 Sea Lightning II, a 5th-generation stealth fighter jet capable of vertical takeoff and landing. With a top speed of 30 knots, the USS Gerald R. Ford is not only a symbol of naval power, but also a critical asset in maintaining U.S. military superiority in an increasingly competitive global environment. The ship's capabilities extend far beyond traditional carrier roles, as it is designed to accommodate the next generation of aircraft, including unmanned aerial vehicle and 6th-generation fighters, ensuring that it remains a vital part of the U.S. Navy's fleet for decades to come. The future of airborne and naval carriers. As technology continues to advance, the distinction between airborne and naval carriers may become increasingly blurred. The potential for airborne carriers to complement traditional naval fleets is undeniable. By allowing drones and other aerial assets to be launched and recovered from the skies, thanks for tuning in to this exploration of airborne aircraft carriers and the future of military technology. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And for more fascinating content, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our next video. See you in the next one.